Untitled.
One, go.
Yo, guys, it's the Football Den. Welcome back for the second week running episode of the Open FPL Chat. So here we are. We have replaced our crack smoking motherfucking Pathare with another pot smoking person, and that's Kesar right here to give you a little different perspective into different teams and someone who doesn't talk about triple game weeks and such sort, right? So how has the been week for you guys, man? Kesar, you're coming in after a long time because we've never been in here together. Why don't you briefly introduce what you're all about again to our viewers?
Oh man, Liverpool fan here and Man U hater, as everyone would remember. But good to be here. Good to be here on the show first time with Amber, and reminder to everyone, especially to Amber, that I am leading in our own league in FPL. So just to put it out there. And this week is not been great for me. I played my wild card, and I know a lot of people around have played it. Not gone really well. Cancelo is a fucker. But you sort of expect that out of him.
It's not his fault, man. That's Pep Roulette. It's not his fault. I mean, I don't know why there's so much. I know there's so much hate being directed against that man. Even on social media, he must be thinking, "What the fuck I didn't even play, guys. Why are you guys tagging me on post?"
Yeah, but that's the thing. I mean, to be honest, everyone who owns Cancelo or Diaz or anyone from Man City knows there's this risk, which is okay. But I've been a bit unlucky. I had Barnes in my team. I know a lot of people actually got him in. He got injured. I mean, the only reason I think a lot of people got him in as well was because there's a run of fixtures after Arsenal, and that's literally the only game he's played, and he's got injured, and he got 1 point. So yeah, bad start, but still we've got another bunch of games to go. So fingers crossed. What about you, Karan?
Pathetic week for me, man. Cancelo didn't play. Lowton conceded 4 goals. My midfield consisted of Barnes, Salah, Fernandez, Rafinha, and one more dude, all of whom blanked, along with Calvert-Lewin. So the only savior for me was Harry Kane. Luckily, I triple capped him, so I still have a few points in the bag. But it wasn't looking good in the beginning. What about you, Amber?
Yeah, that's what you guys get for not trusting in the Son, motherfuckers. How can you trust players like Rafinha and Harvey Barnes over Son, man? And it's not like you guys didn't have him in your team. I mean, Karan, you didn't have him in your team, so I can excuse you. But Kesar removed him specially for this game week. He told me that he trusts Tottenham to kick ass. So, Kane is gonna give him plenty points. He captained him and shit. Bro, it's a Batman and Robin thing, right? So I think that was a wrong call by all of you FPL managers who thought that Kane and Son are giving points independently, because they are so dependent on each other. So if you know Kane is giving points, Son is going to give points. And that is where I have succeeded this week, is by trusting in Son. So I'm currently in a better position than you guys, but my captain is still Bruno, right? So fingers crossed, as you said, because that game was a game to forget very quickly against Chelsea. But I'm hoping for big numbers against Palace, and I'm hoping for big numbers, because if that doesn't happen, it's just going to be a waste of a wild card. Because I was discussing with Kesar that if we hadn't changed our teams, because I'm sure a lot of you had Antonio in your team. A lot of us have some Chelsea defenders, United defenders, everyone who transferred them out thinking this is tough run of fixtures. But dude, come on, like we haven't really made our teams for this particular week, but going forward as well. So I think in that perspective, we might still be okay. But let's just talk about the games that are coming up, starting with City versus Wolves, right? So do you guys expect your unsung hero Cancelo to do something here right now, or is it just another blank for a City defense or a City attack, Kesar?
I mean, every game City plays, I think it's a clean sheet. And I'm regretting not getting Edison. Anyone out there who's still not played their wild card, my advice, and obviously it's not just my advice, but the experts around the world and the data shows, the only person you know is not going to be dropped is Edison. Get him in, fuck this Cancelo and Gundogan and this and that and all. You want 6 points every goddamn week from one player, get him in, chill the fuck out. Goals wise, I don't expect a lot. City to score a lot. They know they've won the league, okay? Like everyone knows this. They know it. They're not wasting too much effort, energy, time, whatever, thinking about EPL games. So this might actually become an issue going forward. But for this week, yeah, I think 2-0 and then easy peasy. What about you, Karan?
I mean, I would definitely not go for Ederson in my goalkeeping department. I have Martinez and I'm going to stick with him until the end of the season. I really don't know why anyone would replace him. And plus, Ederson is what? A mil costlier. So if you want to go for someone in City's defense who has their place fixed there, I think it should be Ruben Diaz. As of now, he's barely been rotated. So Diaz is a good shout.
But didn't we all know this stat that Ruben Diaz is the only one not being rotated, and yet us greedy motherfuckers have gone for Cancelo? This just shows the inherent greed in all FPL managers of getting that higher ceiling.
Yep.
So I think we all deserve it, to be honest.
And when it comes to attack for City, they have players coming back from injury, so you never know who's going to play. No one's a sure starter except for maybe Kevin De Bruyne, and right now looks like Gundogan. So in the attack and the midfield department, I'm not quite sure where I'm at with regards to City. Maybe Amber can give us a little clarity on that.
Boys, I think it's time to get KDB in. Honestly, you saw him, man, in that game. Like he's back and he's involved, and you see those crosses. Oh, those sweet crosses. Anyone can get at the end of that. Aguero is back. Sterling didn't even play that game, so there's a lot of potential going in the attacking department. But as Kesa said, there's probably going to be a lot of rotation once they know they are comfortable and shit like that. So I think Diaz. Maybe Stones. It's fucking strange, to keep two centre backs in your team, but 6 points are 6 points coming from an attacker or a defender. So have at it, boys. Alright, so this is just one of the games that obviously all of us are going to keep an eye on, since everyone is holding on City players right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's going to be damn interesting what Bruno can do against Palace. Because, Kesar, aren't there rumours that he may be rested for this game?
I've been hearing rumors even before the game week deadline had come that he'll play the entire Chelsea game, get rested for Crystal Palace because United play City next. And I mean, come on, it's a derby. No one wants to lose that, especially Manchester United. They want to prove to the world and to themselves that they can compete. So I'm hoping he gets rested. Obviously, he's Amber's captain.
No shit, motherfuckers.
And I mean, to be honest with Bruno, you never know. Like he'll be absent in like entire game, and suddenly he'll score a brace or something. Obviously, penalty to marta hi ho sala.
Penalty iska banta hai.
So yeah,
Dude, wait. How fucking unlucky am I? And how fucking lucky are you guys that the penalty wasn't given? I forgot to bring this up in the previous fucking stream, man. You lucky motherfuckers. And I especially gotten him in for a penalty. Because I know that United are always lurking for that shit, right? So this is one bullet dodge for you guys, I would say.
I mean, fair. But you and I both know, like as we discussed yesterday, that clearly wasn't a penalty. Like it wasn't worthy of a penalty. So not really dodged a bullet, but yeah, you can say so. You can gloat about it right now.
Yeah, and I want to also fucking talk about this trend where I'm seeing Manchester United defenders in teams. Guys, is this really happening? Van Bissaka, Luke Shaw are getting popular as fuck. And I myself got Luke Shaw and I reaped the reward with the 6 points. Easy 6 points, I would say. And there was a time you would like run away from United defenders and players in general. This is the Bruno effect, isn't it?
No, not really. I'd like to disagree. I'd say that whenever United is playing the Big Six, people have just started expecting a nil-all draw. They expect clean sheets. So that's the only reason they're getting in United defenders against the traditional Big Six. I don't see there being defensive stability in United, and I don't think any Premier League fan who's sane sees that either. So the only reason is them playing the
But bro,
traditional Big
this
Six.
is not only for the sane Premier League fans. This is for the insane FPL managers. So we gonna get every edge that we can, right?
Fair.
So is there a possible advantage because, as you said, not many people are gonna get United defenders in. So is there somewhere where people can actually gain and that extra edge over others? Kesar, what do you think?
I think the only advantage is not getting fucking United players, except Bruno. That's the only way I see it. Any team that has Maguire and you expect them to keep 2 clean sheets in a row, 3 in a row, I mean, what are you smoking? Like, share that with me, please. Got points 1 week, okay, good. But long term, you got to see. I think Shaw obviously is much better than other options because of his attacking returns, but it's United at the end of the day. Yeah, nothing lasts forever. Fortunately or fortunately for them.
Okay. Looks like a disgruntled Liverpool fan here who's not in the top 4, but we will not hold that against him. So many people also coming in with captains for, of course, Kane and a few for Son. Will the points tally replicate itself against Fulham, guys? Karan, your triple captain, what are you expecting in this game?
Well, he looked really good in the game against who do they play right now? Shit, Burnley. Yeah, he looked pretty good. He had some great shots, great chances, and I'm expecting him to get maybe 1 goal and an assist. I'd be happy with that. What about you, Kesar?
I mean, I hate to be a downer. I feel like I've come on the show after a while and I'm just giving downer after downer. I think he might get rested.
Oh God!
Because
Oh, Kesar with his rustic tactics over here. Oh my God!
He's my captain as well. I've heard a rumor that he was looking extremely tired after the game. And he may get a rest now. I don't know how viable that is because he never ever gets a rest in EPL. But the sources have proven to be quite truthful in the past. I'm not sure, but the thing is, even if Kane comes on in the last 30 minutes or whatever, he can still score a couple. But just want to touch on the Son point where Upper and some other people are going batshit crazy that a lot of people have removed him from the team. It's only based on stats and data where data clearly shows that you can't trust Son. The number of chances he's creating has reduced dramatically. Number of shots outside, inside the D, opportunities. But the thing is, you know what? Like a player like Son, you do expect him to give you points once in a while, like he's given this time. But you look at the team also who he's playing against. So do I expect him to keep performing loud like he's performed in the last 5-6 game weeks? If you remember the last 5-6 game weeks, he actually didn't even give enough points. There's maybe 1 assist or something like that. So take bro, sabka time aata hai.
Tell that to the 11 points he's given all of us this time, okay?
Okay, how about Salah then?
Because points he's gonna give in the next one. Because he's playing Fulham. And if you're saying Kane is gonna give points, I automatically consider that Son has assisted that goal. So I'm happy either way.
No, but right now, if you go to see, Bale looks like he's back in form. Lucas Moura has scored a goal. So how long before we start considering other Tottenham assets in our teams? For example, maybe a Bale on, or even Reguilon for that matter.
Fuck Tottenham, man. Fuck them. You seen Bale? He's. I was surprised that he did not go off the pitch with a slight niggle or an injury yet again. So that dude is a waiting train wreck. So please, if you want to spend 9 million on a player that might just get injured the very next second, go for it. I would encourage you so that I can go forward in the league. But and also like you're talking about Reguilon, like Kesa said about United defenders, the same holds for Tottenham defenders as well. You've seen they've been shambolic against like stupid fucking teams, not keeping a clean sheet in I don't know how long. And it's finally after some time that they've actually kept a clean sheet. So no, it's a big no for me. We all know it's just a Kane-Son duo and nothing else in Tottenham.
So then moving on to another Merseyside team, Liverpool. I want to ask you all, when do we start considering taking Salah off our teams? Because I know that all of us have held on to him. We have hope.
I think we start considering yesterday. That's when we start considering, because it's too late, guys. We have suffered. Even though this guy has delivered over 150 points this season, it's just so saddening to have the most expensive player in the league give you 2 points day after day. I don't know. It burdens me. It burdens my team. But what will burden me more is when Kesar and Karan get that Salah double point haul when I don't have him. So just for the fear, I'm not gonna remove him until my fellow managers are gonna do.
Okay, so then let's make a pact. Let's all remove him this week. Let's do that. How about that?
Are we trying to emulate the prisoner's dilemma here? Because I'm a snitch, boys. I'm sorry. Well, it's really interesting because now we finally have a Liverpool fan to give us his perspective on his team performance and the star player, Mo Salah. Go for it. What's your opinion on this?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I've been thinking about removing him since a while, and the only reason I kept him, like I said, I played my wild card, and I still kept him instead of Son. I mean, what was I thinking? But the thinking was Sheffield United. They were playing Sheffield United, who were massively underperforming, or not even underperforming, just not performing at all. And they can't because there's so many injuries. There are a lot of issues with defense. They're not really playing well. They lost 20 out of 25 before this game. I thought if Salah's ever going to score, it's got to be fucking this game. But one thing's very clear now. To get rid of him, I think it all kind of depends who's going to take that first step. That's around the world, I've seen some of the top people leading the leagues around the world, and no one's actually removing him. And that's the thing. His pedigree is such. Over the last few seasons, you remove him and he fucking scores a hat trick.
Yep.
The goddamn fucking game week you remove him, that motherfucker's going to score a hat trick. I remember not captaining him only 1 or 2 game weeks in the entire season when he was actually a good shout. I didn't do that against Crystal Palace some time ago in the season, and Amber did. He was on the bench. I died laughing. I was like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, this, that and all. Fucker came on and scored 2-3 goals. Got like some 20 points.
I remember that.
What he does. Yep. So, yeah. So, I mean, what do you do with it? But I would personally say get rid of all Liverpool players. Liverpool season was over when Van Dijk got injured. It's the hard truth. No, but for FPL specifically, you don't expect clean sheets when Van Dijk is gone, and you don't expect them to score a lot of goals because everyone's out of form and whatever reason. So, yeah, get rid of him. And there are a lot more other... I mean, you can reinvest that money in so many other places. Unfortunately...
But bro, you gotta practice what you preach. You gotta practice what you preach. Please send us your squad in for game week 27 so that we can show that you're practicing what you're preaching. Because on this channel, we only talk, we talk the talk and we walk the walk. So you must remove him before you make such bold comments, my friend.
I will remove it. I'll send you a screenshot, and I'm getting Son in. It was a mistake. I think the fixtures demand me to get Son back. And, Liverpool's playing Chelsea, Wolves, and I think they have a game. Obviously, they're not playing anyone in 29. What's the point of keeping him? Get rid of him. No one's going to captain him anyway in this fixture. So you're not losing a lot of margin on this guy now.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, And in that same context, Bruno is next.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Wow. Didn't see that coming.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
neither.
exactly. Why are you hitting on Bruno,
Yeah,
bro?
he's-
The guy was the highest point giver of FPL. You dare to remove him? Please explain.
No, I'm not saying right now, but all I'm saying is the amount of money that these big players take, you can easily reinvest in a season like the one that we have right now. Easily reinvested in so many other players. At some point, you're going to have to play your bench boost. See, remove him for the course of 3-4 game weeks where you know you're not going to captain him. That's what I'm saying. Get in players who are captain worthy. And don't just look at your own small leagues. Look at around the world. Look at what the experts are doing. Like, you want to win your league, yes, that's good. But you also want to get a great rank in the world. Like right now, I'm the top like 300 in Australia, like top 28,000. So now I'm not chasing the people in the league, even though everyone's very close by. Like you got to start chasing that number. You want to come in top 10,000. Good achievement for everyone. Anyone, I would say.
Yeah,
थोड़ा risk तो लेना पड़ेगा.
Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense.
Risk hai to isk hai, bro. Risk hai to isk hai. But then the same philosophy, right? Like now, let's take Karan for an example.
Oh God.
Karan is someone who has been chasing us for I think a while now, almost since the season has started, and it's been 26 game weeks now. He's still not up there, until he's like within 50-60 points. I wouldn't consider him up there.
I am
So,
60 points
as-
away from
as-
you, motherfucker.
Oh, excuse me. Let this game get over and then we shall talk, you
We shall,
soulless
we shall.
bastard. But yeah, so not everyone is really going for that gold in the overall league. So I think that is a major factor. In fact, a major factor why we bring in certain players and we remove certain players and we captain certain players. So that fear is always going to be there about what your friends are going to, because you're not going to take shit from someone who's top 10,000 in the world, but you're definitely going to take shit from someone who's 2 points ahead of you and gloating like a motherfucker, like Pathare does over Karan. So yeah, all things considered, I think it's the fear, and unless we get over that fear, guys, there's no moving forward.
Well, I don't know if I'm ready to get over that fear right now. It's the fag end of the season, and once Liverpool hit the ground running, there might be no stopping them. And honestly, I do still feel they will finish in the top four, and for that to happen, Salah needs to start scoring, because otherwise it's a bleak possibility. So I'm gonna hold on to Salah for another couple of game weeks, maybe until game week 29, and then I'll offload him. What about you, Amber?
Yeah. Actually, before Amber jumps in, I think the Chelsea game might be quite important. If Liverpool can win against Chelsea, that self-confidence will be back. I honestly think if they get a win, it still looks very difficult. Teams like West Ham and Everton and Aston Villa with their games when they play, Liverpool's not finishing top four. But if there's a slight chance, they have to beat Chelsea. Liverpool has to beat Chelsea. That's it. If they don't, everyone over. Liverpool has nothing to play for. Get rid of Salah. Game done.
Right, and you already know my philosophy, guys. I'm gonna remove him the day these two motherfuckers offload him. So I'm sorted there. So let's just round up with our final game. That is Everton versus
West Brom.
Fulham. Sorry, Everton versus West Brom. Yeah. So supposedly easy game for DCL, for all of you DCL owners out there. A big heartbreak when Richarlison actually got the G. I understand Pathare must be weeping right now with his captain being DCL. And a lot of people captaining DCL. Like, so Kesar asked me, like, why aren't we considering DCL for a captaincy? And my response was that, bro, I don't like to captain people from small teams. That's the problem. And at the end of the day, Everton be 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. They are ultimately a small team at this point, And I'm not talking from a Premier League perspective. Don't get me wrong, all you Everton fans, whoever you guys are out there. I'm talking from a
There's no
FPL
one.
perspective. Yeah, exactly. So from an FPL perspective, there are those 3-4 players, 3-4 teams that you look to always captain. So taking that risk for DCL, if you want that great return, you must also accept that you might be stuck with 2 points. So Karan, did you even think about captaining DCL, and do you think that those guys who have captained him might just get a reward for their gamble?
Not a chance, man. I didn't give it a thought. I mean, there was no reason considering Fernandes had a double game week. City had favorable fixtures along with Tottenham. So there were already quite a few options out there, and DCL was never in contention. And as far as DCL getting a return this week, I really don't know, man, because Everton, they don't score too many goals. It's like a 1 or a 2-0 victory, and those goals can come from a lot of places. DCL has been in the mix of things in the past, but I don't know. I'm not counting on him to score a goal this week.
So, okay, sir, what do you think? You got in DCL for a wild card, right? What was the thought? I mean, Southampton, West Brom, they look pretty easy on paper. What's going wrong here, man?
What's going wrong is Everton's being Everton. But you know what? From an FPL point of view, these are games you expect TCL to score. I mean, he can't fucking come out empty-handed from these bloody fixtures, yeah. Like, what's the point of having him?
Yeah.
What's the point of having him? And like, I think it was a bad call on my end. I don't know about others what they think. Maybe it's too early to call. But TCL long term, I don't think I got him in. And I'm assuming if people have kept him in or want to keep him in long term, don't think so. Even if he scores, he only scores 1. What's the point? Get in someone else who's much cheaper.
Exactly.
Like Antonio or something. Even against City, he scored, boss. Like he's on fire. I'm gonna get him in against Leeds. Just a spoiler for everyone. Get him. Leeds, thokta hai, bro. And Antonio's in mad form. When Leeds is playing, you just get the striker again, opposite team striker. Yeah, but he's long term not looking good. I really expect him to score this game week.
I'm gonna make sure I edit the thokta hai, bro, in the little clip that I make.
Okay. So let's just round up here, and just to finish off, I want you guys to give me a prediction. Who is going to be the man, the king of the hour, who's going to give the most points for when this mega game week gets over? Karan, starting with you, who do you think is going to be the heaviest hitter once this game week is over?
Harry fucking Kane.
Oh, motherfucking, look at that. Harry Kane, okay. Let's see, he's on 6 points, buddy. Come on.
Is he?
Let's be realistic out here.
Yeah, come on. I see.
He just got 6
You have a
points.
triple captain, no, that's why you don't know.
Yeah. Oh, damn, yeah. Okay, but I think
so we've
another
got
couple
Harry
of
Kane,
a goal and an assist maybe.
Okay, Kesar, who's your biggest hitter this week? Who do you think?
I hope it's wrong, but I think Son's gonna the ass man. he's gonna
Oh, shit,
he's
man,
gonna
it
kick
has
ass.
to be
He's gonna
Son.
kick ass.
He's already on 11, but you know what, guys? I wouldn't discount fucking Stones as well, because those 6 points are a guarantee, no matter what.
They're playing Wolves,
That is
man.
bonus, so that's a clean sheet, my friend. You wait and watch. So I think so for me, I think it's gonna be John Stones or Diaz, one of the centre backs, getting the prize for this week. So okay, any final thoughts on who do you want to get in for next week, or anything that you're looking out for, or some words of encouragement to your captains? Come on.
I think everyone should right now concentrate on getting in a few players who are playing Game Week 29. Keep an eye out for the fixture list, and yeah, that's about it.
For our fucking next episode as well, keep an eye out for that. What the fuck?
That's where we discuss that.
Yeah, okay. And Kesar, any final thoughts? And we might review your performance actually, and think about your position on the football den. So any of you guys as well want to join this elite gang, you do DM us with your teams. And as you know, the people with the highest points that we get to come on our channel. So this was a bonus round for Kesar. He's gonna have to earn his spot next week. So before you go, any final thoughts?
Yeah, that I will be back very soon, and I've already mentioned a few of my plans. Yeah, for everyone out there, take a little risk, get rid of Salah. Do not get De Bruyne in yet. Get Antonio, and just have fun. Play with a little risky players, and just go with it. If you're chasing, we हार रहे हो बहनचोद, तो random players को करो bro तुम. Like captain some really strange ones, but think about it. But don't go with the obvious choices. You are losing anyway. Just go all guns blazing and have fun.
Wise words.
All right, so that's a wrap, guys. Thank you so much.